ever marry her, unless you can teach me to forget a banished father, you must not learn me to remember any extraordinary occasion.
Herein I see, thou lovest me not, with the full weight that I love thee. If my uncle, thy banished father, had banished thy uncle, the Duke my father, so thou wouldst had still been with me, I could have taught my love to take thy father for mine. So wouldst thou, if the truth of thy love to me were so righteously tempered as mine is to thee.
Well, I could forget the condition of my estate to rejoice in yours.
You know my father hath no child but I, nor none is like to have. And truly, when he dies, thou shalt be his heir. For what he hath taken from your father perforce, I will render thee again in affection. By mine honor I will. And when I break that oath, let me turn monster. Therefore, my sweet Rose, my dear Rose, be merry.
From henceforth I will, coz, and advise in sports. Let me see. What think you of falling in love?
Marry, I prithee do, to make sport withal, but love no man in good earnest, nor no feather neither, with the safety of a pure blush, thou mayst in honor come off again.
What shall be our sports then?
Let us sit and mock the good housewife Fortune from her wheel, that her gifts may be bestowed equally.
I would we could do so, for the bountiful blind woman doth most mistake her gifts in women.
'Tis true, for though she makes fair, she scarce makes honest. And though she makes honor, she makes burial favor.
Nay, now thou goest from Fortune's office to nature. Fortune reigns in gifts of the world, not in the lineaments of nature.
No. When nature hath made a fair creature, may she not by fortune fall into the fire. Though nature hath given us wit to plot at fortune, hath not fortune sent in this fool to cut off the argument?
Indeed, there is fortune too hard for nature. When fortune makes, nature's natural will cut off nature's
Error
wit.
inventor, this is not fortune's work neither, but nature's, who perceiveth our natural wits to dole to reason with such goddesses, and have sent in this natural for our whetstone. For always the dullness of the fool is the whetstone of our wit. How now, wit? Whither wander you?
Mistress, you must come away to your father.
Were you made the messenger?
No, by mine honor, but I was bid to comfort you. Where learned you that, O fool? Of a certain knight that swore by his honor the pancakes were good, and swore by his honor the mustard was not. Now, I'll stand to it, the pancakes were not, and the mustard was good, and yet not was the knight forsworn.
How prove you that in the great heat of your knowledge?
Hi, now unmuzzle your wisdom. Stand you both forth, stroke your chins, and swear by your beards that I am a neighbor.
By our beards, if we have them, thou art.
By my neighbor, if I had it, then it were. But if you swear by that, it is not. You are not forsworn. No more was the knight swearing by his honor, for he never had any. Or, if he had it, he had sworn it away long before he ever saw those pancakes or that mustard.
Prithee, who is that thou meanest?
One that old Frederick, your father, loves.
My father's love is enough to honor him. Enough! Speak no more of him. You'll be whipped for taxation one of these days.
More pity that fools may not speak wisely, what wise men do foolishly.
By my troth, thou sayest true. For what little wit fools have with silence, what little foolery wise men have, makes the great show. Here comes Monsieur Laveau,
with his mouthful of news.
which he will put upon us as pigeons feed their young.
Then shall be news found.
That's all the better, will be made more remarkable. Bonjour, Monsieur Laveau, what's the news?
That princess, you've lost much good sport.
Sport? Of what color?
What color, madam? How shall I answer you? As wit and fortune will, or as the destinies decree.
Well said. That was laid down for trial.
Nay, if I keep not my ring, I lose this thy old smell. You amaze me, ladies. I would have told you of good wrestling, which you have lost the sight of. Yet, tell us the manner of the wrestling.
I will tell you the beginning, and if it please your ladyships, you may see the end. For the best is yet to do, and here where you are, they are coming to perform it.
The beginning. That is dead and buried.
There comes an old man and his 3 sons.
I could match this beginning with an old tale.
Very proper young men of excellent growth and presence.
With bills on their necks, let it be known by all men of these presents.
The eldest of the 3 wrestled with Charles, the Duke's wrestler, which in a moment Charles threw him and broke 3 of his ribs, so that there is little hope of life left in him. So he served the 2nd, and so the 3rd. Yonder they lie, the poor old man their father, making such pitiful dole over them that all beholders take his part with weeping.
Alas, but good monsieur, what is the sport that the ladies have lost?
Why, this that I speak of.
Thus men grow wiser every day. This is the first that ever I heard breaking of ribs was sport for ladies.
Or I promise thee.
But is there any else who longs to see this broken music in his sides? Is there yet another dotes upon rib breaking? Shall we see this wrestling, cousin? You must, if you stay here, for here is the place appointed for the wrestling, and they are ready to perform it.
Yonder, sure, they are coming. Let us stay now and see it.
Come on, since the youth will not be entreated his own peril on his forwardness.
Is yonder the man? Even he, madam.
Alas, he is too young, yet he looks successfully.
How now, daughter and cousin? Are you crept hither to see the wrestling?
Aye, my liege. So please you give us leave.
You will take little delight in it, I can tell you. There are such odds in the man. In pity of the challenger's youth, I would fain dissuade him, but he will not be entreated. Speak to him, lady. See if you can move him.
Call him hither, good Monsieur Lebeau.
Do so, I'll not be by.
Lieutenant Challenger, the princess has called for you.
I attend them with all respect and duty.
Young man, have you challenged Charles Wrestler?
No, fair princess. He is the general challenger. I come but in as others do, to try within the strength of my youth.
Young gentleman, your spirits are too bold for your years. If you saw yourself with your eyes, or knew yourself with your judgment, the fear of your adventure would counsel you to a more equal enterprise. We pray you, for your own sake, to embrace your own safety and give over this attempt.
Do, young sir. Your reputation shall therefore not be misprized. We'll make it our suit to the Duke that the wrestling might not go forward.
I beseech you, punish me not with your hard thoughts, wherein I confess me to deny so fair and excellent ladies anything. But let your fair eyes and gentle wishes go with me to my trial, wherein if I be foiled, there is but one shame that was never gracious, if killed, but one dead who is willing to be so. I shall do my friends no wrong, for I have none to lament me. The world no injury, for in it I have nothing. Only in the world I fill up a place, which may be better supplied when I have made it empty.
The little strength I have, I would it were with you.
And mine, to eke out hers.
Pray heaven I be deceived in you.
Your heart's desires be with you.
Come, where is this young Gallop who is so desirous to lie with his mother Earth?
Ready, sir, but as will have in it a more modest working.
You shall try but one fall.
No, I warrant your grace. You should not entreat him to a second, that has so mightily persuaded him from a first.
And you mean to mock me after. You should not have mocked me before, but come your ways.
Now Hercules be thy speed, young man.
I would I were invisible, to catch the strong fellow by the leg.
Go, Charles.
Come on, Charles. Well done.
Yes.
Come on, Charles.
No, yes.
Come on, young man.
Finish him.
Oh, yes.
Well done.
Charles.
Oh, excellent young man.
If I had a thunderbolt in my eye, I could tell you who should down.
No more! No more.
Yes, I beseech your grace. I am not yet well bred.
How dost thou, Charles?
He cannot speak, my lord.
Bear him away. What is thy name, young man?
Orlando, my liege, the youngest son of Sir Roland de Boys.
Wouldst thou hast been son to some man else? The world esteemed thy father honorable, but I did still find him mine enemy. Thou shouldst have better pleased me with this deed, as thou descended from another house. But fare thee well, thou art a gallant youth. But what thou hast told me of another father.
Were I my father, cuz would I do this?
I am more proud to be Sir Roland's son, his youngest son, and would not change that calling to be adopted heir to Frederick.
My father loves Sir Roland as his soul, and all the world is of my father's mind. Had I before known this young man, and his son, I should have given him tears and entreaties ere he should thus have ventured.
Gentle cousin, let us go and thank him and encourage him. My father's rough and envious disposition sticks me at heart. Sir, you have well deserved, and if you keep all your promises in love, but justly you have exceeded all promise, your mistress shall be happy.
Gentlemen, wear this for me, when out of suits with fortune, that could give more, but that her hand lacks means. Shall we go, cuz?
Aye, very well, fell gentlemen.
Can I not say I thank you? My better parts are all thrown down, and that which here stands up is but a quintain, a mere lifeless block.
He calls us back. My pride told my fortune. I'll ask you what he would. Did you call, sir? Sir, you have wrestled well and have overthrown more than your enemies.
Will you go, cuz?
Have with you. Fare you well.
What passion hangs these weights upon my tongue? I cannot speak to her, yet she urged conference. Oh, poor Orlando, thou art overthrown, for Charles or something weaker masters thee.
Good sir, I do in friendship counsel you to leave this place. Albeit you've deserved high commendation, true applause, and love, yet such is now the Duke's condition that he misconstrues all that you have done. The Duke is humorous, what he is indeed. More suits you to conceive than I to speak of.
I thank you, sir, and pray you tell me this. Which of the two was daughter of the Duke that here was at the wrestling?
Neither is daughter, if we judge by manners. Yet the shorter is his daughter, the other is daughter to the banished Duke, here detained by her usurping uncle to keep his daughter company, whose loves are dearer than the natural bond of sisters. But I can tell you that of late this Duke, he hath taken displeasure against his gentle niece, grounded upon no other argument, but that people praise her for her virtues, or pity her for her good father's sake. And on my life, his malice against the lady will suddenly break forth. Sir, fare you well. Hereafter in a better world than this, I shall desire more love and knowledge of you.
I rest much bound to you. Fare you well. Thus must I, from the smoke and from the smother, from tyrant Duke, unto a tyrant brother. But heavenly, Rosalind!